British police arrested 3 people aboard an Emirates passenger jet at London's Heathrow Airport Friday. Witnesses said that police were called after the 3 suspects made verbal threats as the plane was taxiing.
British police have arrested 3 people in what they are calling a security incident on a plane at London's Heathrow Airport. A passenger snapped this photo. The Emirates jet was taxiing, headed to Dubai, when authorities were called after witnesses reported hearing the suspects make verbal threats.
The captain made an announcement, and myself and the guy next to me thought he said there was somebody on board with tetanus. And then we sort of waited and thought, well, why would that cause a problem? And then we thought, well, maybe he said terrorists. And then before we knew it, the police were on. McLean
goes on to say he saw one man being taken out in handcuffs. Then sniffer dogs were brought on board. Authorities found no hazardous material on the plane. Police say the 3 suspects were being held in police custody. A Heathrow spokesman said no passenger was harmed. Heathrow, which is Europe's busiest airport, remained open during the incident. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
The man believed to have caused a security breach that resulted in major delays Sunday at Newark Liberty Airport has been arrested.
This is the incident that caused Newark's airport to be shut down last weekend and led to massive delays across the country. A man snuck past a security point when a guard stepped away. Now investigators say they have identified the man seen sneaking under the security barrier, and he's been arrested by Port Authority police.
Haisong Jang is his name. He's from Piscataway. He will be charged with defiant trespass.
This surveillance video, released Thursday by the Transportation Security Administration and the Port Authority, led to the arrest.
It was, and as you looked at the tape, you could see that this was premeditated, that he looked for a chance to break into the system. And though apparently it was on a relatively benign mission.
On the video, a man wearing a light-colored jacket can be seen ducking under a rope barrier, hugging a woman, and then walking off. All of this was unseen by a security guard stationed at that post. The guard has been placed on administrative leave and faces possible disciplinary action. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
The ranking Republican on the Homeland Security Committee says the U.S. needs to send a different message in the war on terrorism. He says the U.S. needs to make it clear that the government will stop at nothing to protect our homeland.
Terrorists still have innocent people in their sights and the will to murder them. They are always working on the next attack, refining their methods, searching the globe for new recruits. In other words, September 11th is not ancient history. It's all too real. So the people of my community certainly get it. American families get it. And now it's time for the administration in Washington to stop sending mixed messages and get it too. One of the first things we need to do is pass the Keep Terrorists Out of America Act, a common-sense bill Republicans have proposed to prevent terrorists from being brought onto our soil. This bill would help stop the misguided plan to put Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and other 9/11 terrorists on trial in downtown Manhattan. It's an enormous, unnecessary risk, as is housing terrorists at the proposed Gitmo North facility near Chicago. There's a good reason why the government has had such a hard time transferring these terrorist detainees to other countries. They are the worst of the worst. No one should want them. That's why we put in place a process by which these terrorists should be held and tried as enemy combatants by military commissions. The Keep Terrorists Out of America Act will also help to ensure that we're treating terrorism as what it is, a war crime, not a law enforcement issue. We can't gather the intelligence we need to foil future attacks if we are blindly granting terrorists the right to remain silent. But for some reason, we've already done that with the terrorists who tried to bring down Flight 253. We are a nation at war, and we should act like it. We need to pull together, remain vigilant, and send a clear signal, both to our friends and our enemies, that this government will stop at nothing to protect our homeland.